Yo, this Dre.
What's your ping?
319.
Alright.
I don't know if we're at the right door or not.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I'm kind of, you know.
But he nodded at me, so I think we're okay. We're okay.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, a nod is better than a shake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
Spread your arm. Follow him to that table where you will put your weapons.
Okay.
Got it.
Follow the man to your right to put your weapon on the table.
Got it.
When you're ready, please follow me. Andre, Chang, Eo, Sanas, Steve. How are you all?
Pretty good.
Well.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking.
Doing all right.
Keep each other company. We're waiting on one more guest.
Anyone got a smoke?
I don't smoke, but I feel like I could do one right now.
Yeah.
I guess what the f is going on right now?
I don't know, mate. To be honest.
This place,
I don't
wife.
fucking know.
I've never been in a place this fancy. This place is fancy as fuck.
Yeah, this ain't like Grove Street.
Ain't no Grove Street, ain't no Farm Drive, ain't no Southside for sure. But like I'm back in Chumash.
This is what Chumash looks like?
Some of it.
Chumash looks like.
You'd be surprised.
What part of Chumash have you been in?
South. The real black spot on our history. Ballers in Chumash. That was not the move.
Not to be rude, but the two gentlemen to my right, I don't think I've ever met you before.
Silas.
Nice to meet you, Silas. I'm Steven.
Keep our guests as they
Pleasure.
arrive.
How you doing?
Who you think it's gonna be? You're gonna be like Floyd Mayweather or some shit?
You wish, bro.
He had
He's
any
just
weapons, Brandon?
Small, you know,
Feel
Floyd's
free
a
to
small
put
little
them on the
man.
table. Brandon,
Yeah,
how are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. How are you guys?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Never been better.
Good to see you guys.
I want to start off by saying there are 6 people on this table. 4 of you know exactly how we operate. 4 of you know exactly what we do. And 4 of you know exactly what happens to people that betray. 4 of you. This is the first time we are meeting. There are 2 reasons. 1, a name on a paper on my table. Number 2, you have vouched by trusted assets of the Faceless. With that being said, after this meeting, Io and Andre, we're going to have a meeting on our own. Are you guys all acquainted with one another?
Some way or another.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know everybody in the room.
I don't know. I don't know who Dio is. We met.
In passing.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, the reason why you are here, you're going to be each be passed a book. I want you to take a read as I talk. Some of you are familiar with each other. Some of you are unfamiliar. Others have worked together before. But none of that matters now. What matters is what you accomplish next. You've all been chosen for one reason, and one reason alone. Because you can get the job done. On this document, you will find information about a transport that all of you will be helping to intercept. The transport will be beginning this time tomorrow. Before I continue, is there anybody here that cannot make this time tomorrow? Good. Tomorrow, privatized military group Dogstone will be transporting weaponry. Weaponry that we need for our allies. Your job is to come up with a plan to intercept this boat convoy, get what's inside that tugboat, and deliver it back to us. But there's something I need to make perfectly clear. This isn't just a test of your ability to execute. No, this is a test of your ability to work together. Some of you may know there's a plan. A plan given to me by Charlie. Some of you were chosen. Let's see how well you guys work together under pressure. The strength of a team isn't just how well each of you performs on your own. It's how well you synchronize, how well you blend your skills and your minds to achieve something greater than any of you could do alone. Brandon,
Yeah.
I want you to make Dio and Andre aware. What is one thing we care about? The only thing we care about.
Loyalty.
Sorry, I had a really bad headache.
Are you okay, Shy?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, it hit me really hard. Anyone talk to me?
No, I don't think so.
Peachy.
Like
If you-
Brandon said, loyalty.
If you're told to keep something quiet, keep it quiet.
You see, a lot of people are blinded by ego, blinded by the past, blinded by the small things, short-sighted. I know most of you, not all of you, are part of a crew. But I think you realize there are things bigger than your crew. I think you realize that there's a bigger game being played beneath the shadows. And everybody here has the chance to be involved. Now, Brandon, I want you to take lead on this job. I want you to execute a plan together. You have less than 24 hours to come up with a solid plan. You will be given a boat. 2 boats. With an LMG attached to it. You'll be given the tools, the resources, and the opportunity to make something happen. What I want to see from everybody here, what I demand, is unity. Not just in how you carry out your orders, but in how you trust each other. Trust is fragile. It can be built in an instant, but it can be shattered just as quickly. Now, any questions regarding tomorrow?
Are they gonna have air support? See a helicopter here.
I believe Dogstone will. But the LMGs attached to those boats are very powerful. Now, I'm not here to tell you how to do your job, to execute certain plans. Well, you could have scuba gear involved, Brandon. The team under the waters, coming up on that tugboat, silently. Or you could go loud. That's completely up to everybody around this table. But I want you all to understand. Stay, Brandon, shine. You know, especially, failure won't just cost you a job. It will cost you more than you can imagine. But success, well, I think you three know exactly what happens when you are successful. I'll give you some time to talk to one another. Come up with a plan. I'll be here watching. Again, Andre, Dio, after this is done, I'll be having a private meeting with you both.
Mr. Blue, what's the chances we can get our hands on a few silencers? I have 2, but I think we might need a little more than that.
Phoenix, I know Charlie is recovering. Any chance on some silencers? That is correct. You will be provided silencers tomorrow, Brandon.
Thank you. All right, boys. Looks like we got some planning to do.
Yeah, we do.
Just a bit.
24
Again,
hours ain't that long. Sorry.
one more thing. This isn't just a simple task. This is a test for something far greater. To see if you guys are worthy. Andre, I don't know you too well, but my team do. They've been tracking you, seeing what you've been doing. One thing I raised my eyebrows on. The other day you had a private meeting with some police.
Yes, I did. I did indeed. For further context, this police officer has been terrorizing my prospects for the last few weeks, making their lives hell, tasing them and beating them in their cells when they were arrested. I had this meeting with him to let him know that shit ain't gonna fly. We got a court case against him. We could easily take his job away from him. I let him know that he's gonna be my good little boy. And he ain't gonna come around with us no more. Otherwise, I can take away everything that he loves in an instant. You don't have to worry about me working with the police. I have an extremely hard line. I would kill any one of my members if I ever found that they were working with the police department in any way that, even if it benefits the gang as a whole, we don't work with police, no matter what. You don't have to worry about that with me.
Well, Brandon, and everybody else, the floor is now yours. I'll be here for any questions.
All right, sounds good.
I have one question. Do we know where the tugboat will be departing from exactly, or is that up to us to find out?
More intel on a precise location will be given tomorrow. Last time they did a convoy, it was intercepted. They left around Polito. I doubt they will use that again.
Okay.
All right, boys, let's huddle up. Let's get some planning going on.
All right.
Blue, you want us out in the lobby? You want us here, or
It's up to you.
okay? Okay, I guess he is fine. We got a big ass table. Let's just talk of that.
All right.
All right. So, what are you guys thinking right off the bat? Like, what's your first instinct here?
Well, first instinct, looking at everything, you know, we have option, right? We could go loud, we could be quiet, right? My thought process is if we even have a slight interest in being quiet, we should just start quiet, and if we have to, go loud midway through. You know, be able to adapt on the
100%.
fly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
I'm in that similar vein. If we're planning quiet, we also have to plan loud in case something goes wrong. We can't control
100%.
everything here.
We do know that there's possibility, or not even possibility, they will have a helicopter. So we're gonna have to chop that thing down with the LMG, unless we can be so precise and so quiet that we can do it without, raising suspicion to the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree. I think we should be quiet. We got to get our hands on some Glocks.
I mean, realistically, we can only be so quiet, right? We're being provided with 2 boats with LMGs. We know there's going to be a helicopter there, so we need 4 people on the boats. One
Yeah.
driving, one manning the gun on each boat. So that means we can only have 2 people realistically diving, going completely silent. So we're going to have to assess when we get there if those 2 people can even take control of the tugboat, or if we just have to scrap the silent idea completely and go loud. But in my opinion, we can't go more than 2 people scuba diving, because otherwise we'll get outgunned and outmanned by the helis.
Blue, does both of these boats have guns on them, or is it just one?
Both. But
Okay.
do not shoot at the tugboat. We can afford that boat to be damaged, as we may lose the merchandise.
Understood. Do we know what the merchandise is, or where we'll find it on board?
It should be at the front of the tugboat. The storage.
Probably means we'll have to get on the boat.
100%.
I mean, if we don't think, sorry, COVID. If we don't think that 2 people can handle taking the boat, I mean, hard situation. But if we really had to, we could technically have both the boats with LMGs mobile but not gunned right away, and then have people swim to the guns. But that could get dicey.
Or the pilot could just put himself on not a pilot, whoever the captain of the boat is or whatever, driving the boat. They can line themselves up in a position and then hop on the gun and shoot. It's always a possibility, too.
I mean, we could. I mean, if we're gonna go quiet or whatever, we could kind of see what path they're taking, see what kind of route they're taking, and set up the boats ahead, and be in position to gun ahead of them, right? While 4 people take the boat with silencers. Because regardless, those LMGs are gonna be needed for the helicopter.
Yeah, unless we're very clean and precise and they don't know a thing that happened. It's going to have to get chopped down.
Is it just gonna be one helicopter, or do we think there's?
That
You
could be
never know with
multiple.
these things. Yeah,
Knowing Darkstone, there's probably like 15.
yeah.
With that being the
And
case, is there a chance that the people actually on the tug are not armed, or is there every chance they're 100% like?
No, if they're moving some valuable cargo, they're going to be armed.
Moving weaponry.
Hmm.
They're going to be armed, and regardless if they're armed or not, it's us on them.
Who here knows each other the best? Like, who? Because, I mean, I know all you guys, but I haven't spent a lot of time with all of you guys. But is there anybody here or 2 people here who have spent a lot of time together who can move in unison and know how each other move, kind of thing? Great.
I mean, For me personally, the person I know the most here is Andre, and then you, Brandon,
Understood.
in that order.
Because whoever this two-man team is, if we go the two-man team route who scuba dives and boards the ship, they're going to have to be, you know, locked in with each other and be able to move proper.
I mean, I'll happily do it. I think we do 2-man scuba diving for the sole reason of if the choppers realize we're on that tugboat, they're going to turn straight to the tugboat and open fire in it. And we need to have both boats fully manned, ready to deal with that.
Yeah. I mean, Steve put it best. Listen, if they're moving weaponry, they're going to be watching the tugboat. So the only way forward really is to have people come up below it, get onto it, ice it, and start moving as quick as we can. Get the people on the boats, watching the back of the tugboat as we move it.
I mean,
I don't know if it's best to get this off the boat. I think it'll be too heavy.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, once we take down the actual tugboat, and if we shoot down the helicopter, at that point, do we just want to steal the tugboat and take it to a location? Or
100%. Yeah.
I think that's the best play.
Yeah. So if history goes, I mean, we've worked on something similar to this before, and I can tell you that shit was heavy. And getting off a tugboat onto land, that's gonna be a harder mission than this mission. So, all right, we steal the tugboat, and yeah, we'll probably have a fleet of helicopters chasing us. But
Or we can
I
ask the
think,
man, he's right here. Are you wanting us to take the boat, Mr. Blue? Is the cargo going to be too heavy that we can't transport it to another boat, or?
A cargo should be around 10 to 15 LMGs. I'm sure you can carry that on your own boats.
Interesting. Okay.
That makes going quieter easier. If the tugboat can be taken over for us to grab the things and move them back onto the boats without getting the helicopter detentions, then I say that's the quiet route. But if we end up moving that tug like off its expected route, then they're going to know immediately. Those helicopters are going to be on our dicks immediately. If we truly want to go quiet, we need to get on there. We need to ice them. We need to move quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question. With this dark stone, they have a uniform? Do they have outfits that they normally rock?
I would say everybody on that boat's going to be hostile.
No, I think he's hinting at maybe the scuba gear people could try and blend in.
Yeah.
I
That's what I'm
see.
getting
See.
at. If the scuba gear people with the silencers can get on the boat, which either has to be done by being in the water and knowing where the boat is going to go, or by stopping the boat some way, somehow, so you can actually get on. Once they're on that boat, if they look like the people that are supposed to be on there and can silently take it over, no one at least immediately gets alerted. But that would involve knowing what Darkstone normally operates in terms of armor, clothing, whatever it may be.
I believe the uniform is blacked out tactical gear, vest, helmet, and color code is black. Shang, Brandon, I believe you've intercepted Darkstone numerous times over the year. They are that private military we always steal from.
They do have an outfit that we could somewhat mimic. Like he said, they usually blacked out armor, helmets, this kind of thing. I like that idea. If we can,
That's a good move.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, right? Like if they can't sneak on and blend in and, pick their targets one at a time and, clean them up kind of thing, then, they can, then they'll just have to, chop them down the normal way. But if they can blend in and do it really, really methodical, then that's going to be the best way.
Gonna need an identifier though. If we put in the two that go onto that tug looking like them, then there's gonna need to be some sort of identifier so you don't get confused.
Are you outside?
100%.
Yeah.
I'll let you in now.
I mean,
last thing we want to do is clip each other.
Yeah. Very good
once I get on board, I can just take my hat off and you can use my hair, kind of like a beacon.
Are you guys opposed to to doing a 3-man in the water that goes up to the boat. That way, you guys have a little more support, and then one guy on the just drives the boat, is there for pickup, and if he has to switch the gun, he can, and then the other boat has one gunner, one driver.
I like that a lot.
That could work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that LMG, at least one of them putting down fire, should be able to suppress the helicopter till the other one can at least get in a position to help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that
way
happening.
Both boats are still mobile, and we do have
Exactly.
the gun if we need it.
So who's going to be our 3-man squad that boards the ship?
I'll join them. Maybe take Misty and Andre if they work well together.
Yep, I'm down.
Anyone
You guys
opposed
up
to
for that?
Yeah.
I think
Sounds
that
good.
works.
Okay.
I think I would prefer to man the LMG. To be honest, I got this cough right now. I'd rather just be focused on the LMG.
Have
Makes
you
sense.
tried taking medicine, Dio?
I've been taking some over the counter. Nothing's working. Real bad strain of COVID this time around.
They say. All right, so that's our strike team then. That's going to board the ship. You guys get blacked out, looking like them, black vest, helmet, that kind of stuff. Get you guys self some code names or something that you guys can communicate with, or some kind of thing so you can identify each other so you don't clip each other up. And then either me or Silas will be the driver of the single boat, or the other one drives the boat with the gun.
Makes no difference to me. Whatever you prefer.
Me either. I don't care.
The suppressors you mentioned, are they Glock suppressors?
They are, yeah. So we either need to get our hands on some Glockatrons or some Glocks. Glocks are pretty rare to come by nowadays.
I can
Any
get you
chance of-
sorted out with locks as well.
Appreciate that.
There's
Any
also
chance
something
they could be
else.
PDWs
Yeah, but
instead?
you get PDWs would be way better.
Yeah, that too. But go ahead, Mr. Blue.
Silas
Yes.
cannot be corpse. Not a corpse.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes your position even easier. You're gonna be on the single boat. Worst comes to worst, you get the fuck out of there. If shit hits the fan, cops start showing up, you got your own boat, you can get the fuck out of there. While us with the LMG will suppress and get you out.
Yeah, if anything, when I'm unloading with the LMG, they'll be if cops do show up, they're gonna be tunneled on our boat. You should be able to dip.
No.
I appreciate that, but I want y'all to know if we're doing this, we're in it together, and if I'm icing someone, I'll do it. Just want to make that part clear.
I
But
appreciate that, but the
thought.
big man just said that you are not to be caught, so that is part of the mission at this point. You are not to be caught.
Got it.
All right, so we got a strike team.
Now, a question: is there anything like maybe PDW would be best here, but is there anything with decent range with the suppressor? Because in case, let's say, shit does go south, and the boys on the boat need extra like extra firepower, like Brandon could have something with a silencer. That way he could shoot from the boat. Because I can't shoot on the LMG because we can't risk damaging the cargo.
I think everybody who's on the boat with a Glock should have another weapon just in case things have to go loud. That have a little more firepower.
So I
Honestly,
believe
wouldn't be bad to
Dio's
take like a
referring to-
sweeper as well.
Yeah.
For those people.
Sorry, I thought you were referring to the people not on the tugboat, on the other boats having silencers.
Yes, I
in case...
was.
Yeah, okay. I read you there, yeah. Yeah, Dio's
Yeah.
saying like if me
Yeah,
or you, like anyone on our boats ever need to shoot towards the tugboat, if we'll have silencers as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're gonna raise suspicion if we're in vision of the tugboat on our
Yeah, I
ships,
agree,
right?
I agree.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to keep quite a bit of space. Let our boys swim up there, get on radio comm, let us know everything's fine. We got to stay in radio
I
range
like the
though.
plan to fail. That's just how I.
Yo, 100%.
Fair dues, yeah.
And trust me, nothing ever really goes to plan here. So we need to have an A plan, a B plan, and a C plan. So
I think the people on the LMG boats don't need silencers because if they need to shoot at that point, the whole
it's
silent
just-
situation is going out the window.
yeah,
So it's only the 3 people scuba diving that need some form of silence gun, be it a Glockatron,
I think
PDW,
you
whatever
guys
it is.
should definitely all be taking second guns.
Ideally, we have a rifle, yeah.
I think let's say two of you have rifles. I think one of you guys should have a sweeper because let's say somebody tries to board your boat, that sweeper could just destroy them.
They're not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
getting on that
I can bring a
tugboat.
sweep. Yeah,
I doubt
yeah,
they
I
will
can bring
either,
a sweep.
But at
No,
the
I'm
same
saying
time,
if
right,
someone
you know?
has the sweeper, there's that sweeper. Will
Yeah, I
hold
agree with
shit
that.
down.
I've seen what that sweeper can do.
Just let me know what you guys want to be outfitted for. I'll make sure I get all the mags and stuff ready for you. I'll make a few calls, get us all the ammo we need, and we'll get that sorted.
Appreciate that.
Mm.
One thing I want to raise though is the plan to actually get on the boat. Right, step one. Again, it's either going to be knowing the path of the boat ahead of time and being in the water, or trying to do something that slows or stops the boat without it being too suspicious.
Mm.
I think we could plan that a bit more tomorrow when we know more details, hopefully. Because right now we don't really know where the boat's going to be, what route it's going to
If
take.
we need a distraction and we know generally the direction of the boat, I can pull out my boat and act like a drunken idiot passing by.
I was gonna
breaking them
say
down or something.
the only problem with these boats that we have, right? They immediately look sus because they have LMGs attached to them, right? So I mean,
I've
there
got
wasn't.
like a proper sailboat.
Yeah, there was one idea where I was thinking where somebody could potentially block off the route and act like they're fishing or something like that. You know what I mean? And just get a fishing pole in their hand, slow them down so the boys get bored. But that takes one of our boats out of commission if we
Well, I
do
was
that
gonna say,
because we need you to pilot
the
it.
only way to take that to not take that boat out of commission if we want to do that is the team of the three of you guys rock that boat. One of you guys stay in the civilian boat, and then two of you guys board the tugboat while the other guy makes a distraction. Right? I mean, a little risky, a little change of the plan, but I'm trying to think of the best way to keep both LMG boats in play as well. You know?
Yeah.
If we get one on a civ boat, then maybe we have both LMG boats just with pilots, and then the plan is to get the civ boat sailor switched over to one of the LMGs at one point.
Yeah. I do like Dio's thought though that since it's now a team of 3 that's boarding the tugboat, one of the 3 could be that distraction and then board as well.
Because I mean, the worst comes to worst, right? Like, let's say, I don't know. Let's say Shang's the guy pretending to be drunk or whatever. You know, I'd assume at least one Darkstone's gonna be talking to him. You know, worst comes to worst, he pulls out the gun and shoots that guy while you guys take out the rest on the boat, right?
I mean, in my opinion, it has to be that way. I don't. We can't afford the 3 people on the LMG boats to be doing anything else because we have to cover where the hell he's shooting the tugboat.
Yeah, those have to be ready.
That has to. They can't be undisturbed.
Non-negotiable, yeah.
So we'll get another boat that is not ones with LMGs. 2 of you guys, I guess, will be waiting in the water, and whoever does the distraction, slows the boat, that kind of thing, while you guys slip on, and then we can go from there.
Again, we can react tomorrow. The more we know, I'll be honest, I don't even know how fast those tugboats are. So we might be doing well to get on board if we're chilling in the water as scuba divers. So we might need to abort that plan tomorrow and get on the boat with Silas and pull up alongside and go a bit more loud. Like we're gonna have to be on our toes a little bit. We don't have much info at the moment, so.
Okay. So we have a rough idea.
Yeah.
Anybody know what kind of?
It's good to make a list of equipment that everyone needs.
Exactly. Yeah.
Per person, scuba gear, gun mag, whatever it is. Just.
I think everybody should have at least some sort of scuba gear just in case.
That's what I'm about to say. I think everybody should be ready to have scuba gear.
We never know what could happen, right? One of you guys could get hurt. One of us has to adapt and,
Cops show up, jump in the water.
Exactly. Or, one of you, something happens to one of you guys and somebody's got to take your place kind of thing. So we just all had to be ready to play whatever position.
Tomorrow, we'll have a briefing 30 minutes prior to the set time of when Dogstone leaves. That is when you'll get a precise location as well. That is also when you'll be equipped with the PDWs. Is there anything else you need from the Faceless?
Maybe some 9mm ammo if I can't get a hold of the ammo connect, but all the mags for the PDWs and stuff like that, I can source those, so no worries.
I'm happy to chip in on those too. money wise to help pay for it.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Shit ain't never about money.
Yeah.
Stay. Take that. I want you to insert that in your tablet and wait further instructions. I believe we are done. Do not let me down. Brandon, Shine, Silas, Steve, any questions?
Not until tomorrow, Mr. Blue.
Andre, Dio, stay. We'll have a private conversation. Stay. Follow me. Everybody else, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
About 4:30 tomorrow, though.
Yeah, but
That's when the briefing will be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Try to be
perfect.
we should
recorded.
probably link up before that and get a little plan in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
If you don't have my number, I'm on Limitless. Just
Let me
put
grab
my
you.
number in your phone. My phone.
Yeah, same goes for me.
So if you want to call me, feel free.
Yeah, I just did myself up as well. It's Silas.
I'll see you soon.
Andre, I don't know if I have your number.
Yeah, it should be in the yellow pages as well.
I just grabbed you, Andre.
All right.
Duh. I'll be around well before that time anyway, so we should be able to.
Okay, good.
I'll
easily
make
talk.
myself available too. Alrighty.
All right, boys. Look
It's a good
forward to
plan,
working with
guys,
you.
And I'm glad we all understood the first rule, which is plan for something to go wrong because it probably will. but
100%.
We got this. I mean, we got a crack
I
team.
mean, honestly,
so-
not only in my opinion, and we can talk about this more tomorrow, but not only should the people on the boat have an identifier, but Brandon, if me and you aren't going to be in the skies, we should probably have some sort of identifier too. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will say this, boys. Things typically don't go to plan. Sometimes things get chaotic, but we always work through it. So I like our chances. We'll be all right. But just plan for it to get wild, because it will get wild.
Mhm.
Understood.
Looking forward to working with you guys. It's good to
Maybe
see
now
you.
you'll see the
Yeah,
real power
I'm excited.
of the
I'm looking
Faceless.
forward to it.
I'm
Welcome to the
I'm just
fucking show.
tripped out.
Welcome
All
to
right.
the
Yeah.
show.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you guys.
There you go.
Mr. Blue, I'll see you tomorrow. All right?
I'll see you soon. Good luck.
This really is something.
Yeah, this is interesting. How you doing?
I'm holding it together, seeing what's going on. It seems like it's we're really getting thrown into the deep end, but life is a deep end. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. Not wrong. Crazy thing is, I have almost identical outfit to what you're wearing. Just without the purple pants.
Andre, Dio, follow me. Take a seat or you can stand. That is up to you. Andre, Dio, you and I have never crossed paths before. Your reputation, however, precedes you. I heard from Charlie, Dio, that you have guts. I heard that you observe the chaos from the sidelines. Well, Now was your chance to prove why sparing your life was the correct choice. Theo, let me tell you a story. I'm sure you've heard of Edgar, both of you.
Yeah.
Edgar. The only reason why he's breathing is because we spared his life back in December. And Edgar proved that we made the right choice. I hope you can follow in his footsteps there, Theo. You see, the world we operate in isn't just about simple tasks or shallow goals. It's about control. Control over the city. Over the power that thrives in its underbelly. And in the end, it's about how you prove your worth to those who have the means to shape that power. Like I said in that meeting, a lot of people in the city are blinded by ego. They think their crews are the end all or be all. But I'm sure that you are aware there is more at stake in the city. Now, this is the first time we are meeting, both of you. The Faceless, we don't trust many. Not easily. But the thing is, I don't need to trust you both yet. I need to see what you're willing to do. I need to see if you can walk the line without hesitation. If you're the kind of person who knows when to strike and when to stand in the shadows unseen. You might not know it, but there's an opportunity in front of both of you. This task, tomorrow, nothing grand, just a stepping stone to prove you're more than just a face in the crowd. To prove that you're just more than someone walking down the street. Tomorrow, this task demands precision, loyalty, but most importantly, results. But be warned, both of you. In this game of ours, failure is an option for other people, not you. Now, do you both have any questions regarding tomorrow? Or any questions in general?
So, as far as tomorrow, is obviously the meeting before everything, and there's gonna be more details tomorrow on all the routes and everything. Correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And as far as Charlie, how is he? I haven't seen him. He doesn't pick up my call.
Charlie's doing good. He's the reason why you're here, meeting, in the first place. He told me he saw something within you.
Did he
Saw
tell you the
some of
full
that.
story?
He told me you had some sort of run in Lakewood Library.
Duh. I called him sleeping.
see, it's very easy to hold someone up when they're solo. But it's not as easy to survive the domino effect that comes after.
That's very true. But if you can see how the dominoes fall before they fall, you can avoid it.
And I'm assuming that's what he saw in you, Dio. Again, Andre, Dio, this is a normal task. See this as a test. There's something big happening. And Charlie, for you, Dio, put your name forward. Andre, we've been watching you and your crew for a very long time. But again, everything the Faceless does is calculated. Patience is key in this line of work. Andre.
Patience is the key to everything,
Yeah, not many people have that discipline.
especially not in this
patience one.
city.
Duh. That's true.
Let me tell you something before we end this meeting. There's some people within the city that have wronged the Faceless. And they often think the next day why we haven't attacked, why we haven't gone for them. You see, two things. We like when people get too comfortable. Because when people get too comfortable, they get complacent. And when they get complacent, they don't think anything is coming for them. Number two, the Faceless, we don't fight for ego. We don't fight for reputation. We fight to reshape this city. And I want you both to understand that the Faceless, we're not here for 1 week, next month. We plan to be here for a very long time. A very long time. I guess I'll see you both tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. All at once.
Duh.
I guess we'll be working together, man. And hey, listen,
Hey,
if you've been chosen for this, then I guess I got no choice but to trust you, brother.
well, you know what they say. Sometimes you don't got a choice. Sometimes you gotta just fall and let the other person catch, right?
Absolutely.
A very long time ago, my uncle, he named Boris, he ran the Russian Bratva. His strongest ally was actually the leader of the Ballists. So maybe it's fate.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
All right, be in touch, Andre.